Hello, everybody. Now, this is for those who are not in the community. My community can tell you in the comments down below that everything you will see in the upcoming session right now has been predicted and warned about many times. And in fact, in the lives that all of you are privy to and the videos and everything, we've been talking about this for quite a while, and here it is. We're coming to a threshold where the market fully ran its course, basically completely running out of momentum. And I'm happy to make this video right now before it truly has started crashing, or probably as it's going to initiate the drop. It's going to take a while. It's not going to be immediate right away, although at least I hope so, because we are overdue for that correction, as you can see on the various time frames. Basically, all the time frames are pointing to one simple fact: we are going down. We're going down very heavy, very strong, very quick. And from here on out, I think this will result in a smackdown that is even worse than the previous smackdown that we saw with the 49, 48-ish area, I remember. 48, yeah, 48. There we go, 48, 38 throughout the wick. If you look at the wick, let me just make it so it's going to be a little bit more visible, like so, I hope. That's going to make it more visible. As you can see, there is a wick representative of where the price action actually was during that period, which is 4,837, as you can see. And the smackdown we're about to get into is going to be a lot worse if you are attentive, and something I've been warning about for quite some time. Worst case scenario, which I myself have predicted not exactly to pan out. I was saying we're roughly going to get stopped at around 54, and not always that we're going to complete the movement to the upside and then start breaking. But in this instance, that's exactly what happened, although I did warn about it. And I did say that if we will find ourselves in this vicinity, there's this gap to close, and once we end up in that area, we will get stuck for a little bit to close the gap, retest some of these levels, eventually resulting in downwards pressure. And I can officially say that what I'm seeing on the charts right now, based upon how everything is structured, we're about to start moving downwards, and it's going to be very unpleasant, and a lot of people are going to get caught off guard, basically. And so get ready, boys and girls. It's time for a smackdown, if you will. Very important announcement. I have one last spot in my one-on-one academy. If it is not going to be taken by the weekend, I'm simply going to lock it off. My schedule is not flexible at all already. I'm not too happy about it anyways. Very, very shortly, a lot of people will want to join the One-on-One Academy and learn this skill set that is necessary regardless whether you consider yourself a trader or investor. It doesn't matter. Most people, regardless of what they think, they're not truly investors. Investors are people like Ron Barron, people who have a vested interest in the success of the company, because they will be giving millions of shares to their grandchildren. So these stocks better be worth something. You can't be just giving somebody a whole bunch of worthless stock, right? So he has a vested interest in the company. Most of us are truly just long-term traders. In reality, when we consider ourselves investors, because there is a threshold, there are conditions under which we going to sell, get out, capitalize on our risk and whatnot. And so there are various sort of facets to how we perceive the market that is very, very different to true investors. And so I would say get prepared. The market is about to move into a smackdown that is worse than what we've had so far. All in all, considering this path, and by the way, most of you know that it was predicted. We spoke about it and gave the give or take sort of levels at which we can get caught up, how long, this and that. Of course, we don't try to time the market. That's not the deal here. If anything, we focus on the overall movements. And as you can see, our stochastic RSI is neatly slipping into oversold conditions, which signals and signifies a acceleration to the downside. We're now starting to print a whole new candlestick, which, by the way, normally this one should have been green. So it's like red, tiny green, and red. But really, the market is so weak and having such a bad time that basically we're not even able to have a full-on weak red candlestick. And from here on out, the smackdown will continue. I believe we will move lower than that 5,500 very, very quickly within the following sessions. continuing, as I said, quickly to test 53, 52, might get held up by these levels. Normally we do see a retest the same way what was ceiling here will get retested as part of a sort of trend here, which is going to be very disappointing because technically we already made it to 48 and now we're just kind of wasting time. The end of which will result still in a movement downwards to 48. This could be a completion and a full-on movement, the same way we can have this area of entanglement, if you will, kind of to draw it this way. Instead, we can have it this way, right? The same way we might, again, given how momentum looks like, I'm far more of a I would be aiming for this levels, like for the actual lows of 49, 48, 5,000. We spoke about this, and not the levels above, which is 53, 52, 51 maybe with some slippage. So I'm looking at these levels and maybe potentially this sort of wedge before we completely decimate and get out of this channel. This is my perception on things. I could be wrong. It's just an opinion. You do that as you will. But yeah, we're at that moment where the market is about to flip and have a lot of pain. Now, I'm about to show you one thing real quick because I need to run. I have a one-on-one session with a student of mine. So real quick, I'm going to show you how to join the Discord. When you join the Discord, then you'll be met with this channel that will show you how you connect your accounts. If you're a Patreon member, you connect to your Patreon account. If you're a YouTube member, please don't be a YouTube member, be a Patreon member. Just do yourself a big favor. Also, although Discord may have started for you or you have used it through the browser, it's not a website, although technically it is. That's why it's in quotation marks. It's an app. Download it. You have a link here that will guide you how to download the app. Definitely join us. Make sure that if you made your way to this channel and you do not yet see the rest of the Discord, where you can see the one I have my student JP. Hi brother, be with you in a couple of minutes. You have our chat where we talk about everything and anything. Yeah, here's JP. JP will be with you in a second, brother. Archive videos of meetings, members meetings. We had a meeting just the other day. We will have a meeting for our Academy members, which goes into the archive, and we have all sorts of really cool things for our members here. Our schedules, you can see we have scheduled meetings 2 a week, and all sorts of really neat stuff I recommend you check out. Join us and you'll be in the know, and you'll know exactly how it is that we were able to analyze and predict this entire movement before it ever came to be. If you watch the previous videos, previous lives, you'll find out that all of it was predicted. Now, I have one final spot in the One-on-One Academy, and as I said, if it's not going to be taken, it will get closed. And just to finalize this video, those who are not sure how to join the Patreon, here it is on your screen right now, patreon.com/investory. You'll be met with this very neat page with a couple of tiers. You, of course, choose the tier you think that is more appropriate to you. And I hope I'll see you in the community, the Discord, the videos and everything, since we do a lot of activities, and here we are moving into the closer of the gap as we've expected with our members today. We spoke about all of this stuff. By the way, those who are not aware, it appears to be that we've closed the gap very neatly. Now we have a V on that gap from whenever was it. Everybody was so worried about this gap. Jesus. We're so worried. Where did I go? Did I go too far? Did I go too far? Have I gone too far? No, I couldn't have gone too far. That gap, if I really want to show it, those who are not aware, it's this gap. This gap, which we had all the way to $56.70. $5,670, roughly about to $54.97 it appears to be, give or take. Probably should zoom in and not be guessing, but yeah, give or take that area. Basically, you can see on the screen right now, right here on the price range, what this area was. Now that we've closed this, we're ready to move and close the gap below us, which, like I said, my members, myself, we were all prepared based upon the technical analysis. If you want to be able to do that as well, be part of the community, join us, be part of the smart money. And if you really want to know how to analyze the market, take up that one-on-one spot. I'll teach you. It's going to be a proper tutor lesson, one-on-one, just like you see my member, JP. Again, I'm so sorry, brother. At least I gave you a cool shout out. And I will teach you one-on-one. in meetings here. I'll share my screen. I'll teach you in the academy how it's done, everything, and that sort of stuff. Hello, JP. Say hello to YouTube. I'm recording a video, and I've shouted you out there a couple of times. I hope you don't mind. Say hello to YouTube. I'm not hearing you.
Hello to the YouTube.
Oh, here you are. Yeah. Hello to the YouTube world. JP, I'll be with you in a second. I'm actually making a video. This is not a joke. I'm recording it. You'll see it later in the library. All right. So, boys and girls, and on that note, I'm going to finalize the video, and I'll see you all in the community. Bye for now.